What's up, YouTube? It is your host, Samurai Kit Kat, and I do apologize for the grainy video. It is early ass fucking morning. I'm getting my coffee fix going, and of course getting into work, which I have to drive pretty considerable distance in order to get to work. That being said, I just wanted to weigh in on that Gacha system and the Gacha changes. Where everyone is saying like the EU is finally cracking down and they are providing us with the means to be smarter about purchasing or be essentially buyer aware. Hey, if you spend $100, man, you're only getting like 10 pulls on your character. That's about all you're going to get, right? I mean, instead of that $100, you get like 7,000 crystals, right? That 7,000 crystals is only like equivalent to 10 pulls, and etc., etc. And my quickie on this, right? It's a double-edged sword. I absolutely believe it's a double-edged sword on both ends of the spectrum. So the first thing is, so let's talk about the first edge of this sword. The first edge of this sword is the company is not responsible for your buying habits. You are the one that is responsible with your money. It is your freedom, your choice. It is your benefit and at your behest on how you spend your cash. So a gaming company, no matter what company it is the biggest vote that you have in this world. It's not at the ballot box voting for your next president, although that's pretty fucking powerful. But actuality, your biggest vote, your biggest power in this world is where do you throw your cash? What do you throw your cash at? How do you throw your cash? And how much do you throw your cash at said thing? That is your power. And because, I mean, it's just a huge example, like such as, games like Concord. Nobody threw their money at that shit. Zero money, and guess what happened? It got shut the fuck down. Because you decided to not spend your fucking money on bullshit. That is your power, that is your freedom. So therefore, in saying a video game company, and no matter by extension and by proxy, Zenless Zone Zero reference, by proxy, no company has to bend or should bend their will to you because you are a bad spender, because you can't fucking control yourself, because you're an impulsive person, because you have a mental drama that you simply just can't. Oh God, man, anime tits. I gotta have them titties on my screen 100% of the time. Like, God damn it. Like, that's your fucking problem, dude. That's your problem. That ain't no goddamn company's problem. That's your problem. So that's one edge of the sword, right? The other edge of the sword is that, hey, you know what? We can cast some blame on the companies a little bit here and there. I understand this because in the end all, be all, grand scheme of things, they are enabling this. They absolutely are. They're enabling a Gacha system, a God fucking forbid loot crate system, or some system in place that is a form of gambling that you absolutely have to toss some major fucking cash at in order for you to get ahead or to access characters that otherwise would take fucking millennia to be able to obtain, to be able to play with, to do things with, to be efficient, not proficient, but efficient at the game, to be able to enjoy the game mechanics, to have smooth gameplay, and the list goes on and on and on and on and on about what, this enabling factor that these game companies and just companies in general are doing to you. And so I also agree on the other side of the spectrum that this shit shouldn't fucking exist. You should just make a game to be a fucking game. You should take pride in your work, and it's just a shame that Gacha games are very popular. Why? It's not it's everything. It's goddamn good gameplay. It's goddamn good character creation. It's goddamn good this, goddamn good that. It's fucking solid shit. It's good shit. So why why do we have to put monetization behind it? And not only that, gross, nasty, icky monetization. Like, it's not even like, asking you like $20, right? $20 for a pull out of character, or just $20 to $30. I mean, I thought World of Tanks and I thought War Thunder was fucking egregious for their their digital vehicles for purchase, their virtual vehicles that you'll never actually physically touch. I thought that shit was fucking wild when they're charging $60 fucking for a goddamn tank. A tank, one fucking tank. And I was like, Jesus Christ, that's fucking crazy, dude. That ain't fucking shit. That ain't shit to a gacha game where if you want a character, you're probably going to spend at bare fucking minimum, if you're goddamn lucky, at $500 for one character. If you're unlucky, you're going to be in the thousands of dollars for one fucking character. And of course, you can't just get the character once. Oh no, they have locked systems in place where you have to keep getting that character over and over and over again to, fully unleash the power that's inside. Ah, yes! I have to pull Jane Doe 10 fucking times in order to get the absolute best of the best. Oh, don't forget about her engine. You gotta get the W engine. And as you see, it's not one factor that contributes to the cost of these characters. It's fucking everything. It's egregious, it's immoral, and it needs to really just stop. But can they? Can they stop? That's the biggest question here. And should they stop? Obviously the should is like at 100%. Everyone believes it should stop. No one should have to pay this amount of money, not even fucking close, to just unlock one fucking character to just enjoy them in the game. No one should have to do this. The other spectrum of it is, can they stop it? That's a weird question to ask. Can they stop it? Well, here's the thing. If they do stop it, are we going to get the same level of quality of gameplay that we've been receiving from these game titles? Are we going to be able to, just enjoy the game and have these nice open worlds and all these nice graphics and, major booba, waifu, sexed up character action? Are we going to have this? Is that the price for good gameplay? Is that the price for a good anime game? I can't say gacha because we're trying to get rid of that, right? Is this going to exist outside of gacha? I mean, there are maybe a few examples like, Final Fantasy, remake and stuff, but that's already an IP that exists. That doesn't fucking matter. That's like remaking any goddamn game. So that's not a good example. How about like, what was it? It's not Wuthering Waves, it's something else, something Blue Relink or some shit like that. But here's the thing, I've never played that game. All I can say is it's probably kind of like that. There was a few others probably in there too. We could probably toss Breath of the Wild in there, right? Breath of the Wild, but again, it's an old IP. It's hard to put that on the same level as something that hasn't existed before, right? Because there hasn't been a game like Zenless Zone Zero that like has existed since the 90s or the early 2000s. That's not a thing. Like, it didn't start off like Zesty Zanky Zoodle, right? It didn't start off like that. It was just boom, Zenless Zone Zero. There it is. It's right fucking there. Enjoy it. Have a good day. So can they get away from this? Can they continue to provide us with excellent gameplay, fantastical anime graphics, and major fucking sexed up waifu action? I don't know. I think that's the biggest question, because and here's the sad part about it, if we are able to successfully graduate and get away from a monetization on a gacha scale like none have ever seen before, and get away from these hundreds and thousands of dollars that people are pouring into this fucking game just to simply enjoy it, right? That's really what it is, just to simply enjoy it. Get the whaling out of the fucking Japanese waters, if you will, Are we going to have this good of a game? Or are the developers going to be fucking just stretched for cash and they just can't do it? I don't fucking know. That's the unanswerable question. I think most people are going to lean towards probably not, because what's the point? I can agree with this. What's the fucking point? of giving you really good gameplay, giving you really good graphics if you're just going to play it for like 5 seconds, unlock all the characters through, an arcade mode, or unlock all the characters through other means, and now you have access to all the characters, and you level them up, and you're just like, I'm done with the game. These companies don't want you to be done with the game. They want you to enjoy the game for as long as possible, of which, of course, just makes you want to sink money because, damn it, I'm hitting a fucking plateau. I can't get up any higher. I can't. Man, it just seems like I'm using the same characters over and over again. Well, maybe if I just drop $50, just, maybe I can get that character and I can be happy with the game again. That's the type of predatory shit that I'm talking about. That's this thing, but, I don't know. I don't know what the answer is, but I'll leave it quick like that. I think it's a double-edged sword. I really think if you put strain and fuck, man, my fucking brain's going goddamn shit right now. If you put constraint on a business because of people's impulsive spending behaviors, which they're not, accountable for, I think it's going to ruin the game. It is. I've been playing Zenless Zone Zero for, I think, about 50 hours now since I've gotten into it, which has only been about 3 weeks. 50 hours in 3 weeks is pretty good for someone who has a full-time fucking job and all sorts of shit, right? That's not bad. Not bad at all. And the only thing I've spent so far is $5 on the internet membership, which is the best fucking deal in the game. It's like 27 cents per pull after you fucking did the math on it. And I did the battle pass, season pass, whatever, for $10. So essentially an MMO subscription is what I paid for on Zenless Zone Zero so far. And my experience has been better. Granted, it's not the best if I just, bought all that fucking monochrome and then turned it into polychrome and then just farm the shit out of the fucking, every goddamn banner that's on there, right? Oh, yeah, just getting every fucking character. Yes. Oh, fuck, yeah, so good. So damn good. Sure. Like, yeah, my experience would be better, but then my fucking wallet would not be better. And on top of that, I would be in deep fucking shit with my wife, and I'd be in deep fucking shit with my finances, and, well, you know what? I probably couldn't play the game no more because I'm fucking homeless. See, these are the things, again, why a company is not responsible for your buying habits. I spent $15 on the game. I'm good. I haven't spent a fucking dollar more. I haven't spent on anything else. I haven't done anything else. And I plan to not do anything else. There might be instances, there might be instances at some point in time where I'm like 10 pulls away from a fucking guaranteed fucking S rank that I want, right? You gotta be smart about it. That I want, like Evelyn or Miyabi. I'm fucking 10 pulls away. You know what? I might fucking pull the trigger, spend $10, $15, where the fuck it is to finish it up. Right? But $15 is a lot better pill to swallow than $1,500, right? That some fucking people spend on this shit. It boggles the fucking mind. Like, I'm sorry that you're such a impulsive piece of shit buyer and you can't control your fucking money. All right, or maybe, hey, you're rich as fuck, dude, and you can do whatever the fuck you want, which at that point in time, I only have respect for you, dude. If you can pull $1,500 and you can still pay for your mortgage and your car payment and all sorts of fucking shit, if you can do that, fucking good on you, dude. I'm proud of you. Mass respect. But if you're fucking, like, already struggling to pay your bills and shit, and you're spending, hundreds and hundreds of dollars on a gacha game, you're a stupid piece of fuck. You're a goddamn retard. Stop it. You're embarrassing yourself. You need to fix yourself, dude. You need to fix yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror and say, you know what? I am a piece of shit. I need to stop spending this money and stop blaming these games for my bad habits, my bad mental disorder that I clearly have. Yeah, I need to fucking fix myself, man. Oh man, glad that gacha games made me realize that I just can't control myself or money. Right? That's what you need to be looking at. I don't think there needs to be any regulations on these games. Again, like I said, that's a double-edged sword. Shouldn't have to fucking worry about it. But at the same end of the spectrum and on the other flip side of the edge, I understand these games really shouldn't be this expensive to play the gacha system. It should be like, if I spend $100, I should be able to pretty much unlock everything I want. I think that's fair because that's pretty much the price of a full game, right? That's the whole price. Like, if I had to, like, if it was something like, let's just say Zenless Zone Zero had a premium edition or something like that of the game. Like, unlock all characters, unlock all character W engines, and get your first 20 levels, 30 levels, whatever the fuck you want, with the purchase of a $100 deluxe digital premium, fuck yes, daddy, oh my god, waifu edition of the game, right? $100. I guarantee you, every cocksucker who would, and waifu lover and toe feet connoisseur would absolutely purchase that $100 digital premium waifu Zenless Zone Zero fuck yes daddy edition, right? Everyone would buy it. Everyone would buy it. I would have fucking bought it because I would get every single character. I wouldn't have to go through all this bullshit. I just get what exactly the fuck I want. Maybe get some levels, get some, little tuggy-wuggy, whatever, from, Hoyoverse saying, hey, here's a little something for you. Here's some banners. Here's some, oh yeah, you like that? You want some more of that? Yeah. And then pester me with shit. Like, hey, we gave you all those characters with that $100 bundle, right? All those characters. Well, you still need all those characters again in order to get all the mindsets and all the engine parts and all this and shit, right? Well, hey, if you purchase these bundles, you can get that. I have no fucking problem with that. It's just egregious that, again, you have such limited access to really the full gameplay and the full spectrum of what this game has to offer behind a massive paywall. And I think that's very immoral. I think it's a terrible business construct, and it is predatory. Double-edged sword, baby. Double-edged sword. And really, these things would change. It would change in a fucking snap, Thanos snap, bam. It would change if these fucking whales would stop it. Just stop the spending. And I don't care if, like, oh, well, I have millions of dollars I can spend on whatever. I don't give a fuck. You can help out everybody else by not spending a goddamn dime in the game. In fact, if every single player who plays gacha games would only purchase like the $5 internet membership and the $10 seasonal pass, right? And that's all Hoyoverse got out of people, absolutely they would change shit. Because they would make it more viable for you to get characters. They would be like, hey, we got a discount on this now. Because they're so hungry. These companies are so hungry for your money that they absolutely would change their structure for you to spend more money. Or best case scenario, they would just stop it in general, saying, well, clearly we can't fucking, sell these people on this shit. I mean, I don't know, man. People were buying this like crazy, but now no one's buying anything in our game. They're just buying the internet membership and then the battle pass, and then that's it. That's crazy. So, either case, that's all. It's already been 18 minutes. I already fucking went further than what I fucking should have. I gave my 2 cents on this shit. Either case, though, that's my thing. I don't think it needs to be a thing. I don't think it needs to be worried about. No one needs to know how much a fucking poll is. Again, it's your fucking money. You needed to spend it wisely, and it's at the end of the day, no one is responsible for your actions on your currencies and your financial well-being. That's on fucking you. That's no one else's decision. That's your decision to do this shit. But likewise, companies shouldn't be enabling this bullshit. I think instead of having like a poll system and telling you how much this shit's supposed to cost, blah, blah, no. What they should be doing is they should be putting a fucking cap. There should be a cap on what you can charge on this shit to people. So, like, in the essence, this is my final word, all right? Final word, I promise I'll get the fuck off the screen because I know you people don't give a shit. My final word on this is, instead of telling you how much a poll is, they should put a cap on how much money you need to spend in game to get a character. I.e., example. So, at this current point in time, it costs how much money to get a guaranteed S rank? About $500. They need a 10 exit down, meaning $50. All gacha games must adhere to the point to where if anyone spends X amount of dollars in your game in this particular system, they are guaranteed to get a character. They're guaranteed to get the engine. They're guaranteed X, Y, Z, right? And what that would do is it would cause that double-edged sword to get a little bit more dull, because people can be impulsive, but they're not going to be out thousands of dollars. And then Hoyoverse and other gacha game companies can just understand that, you know what, we're going to get fucked on our finances. We're not going to be pulling as much money in because these people are going to be getting their characters much faster without spending as much money. That's the inverted double-edged sword, right? Where it helps and hurts at the same time, but that's how a double-edged sword should work. It shouldn't be a cut on both sides. It should be one hurts and one doesn't. Anyways, I'm starting to ramble. I'm starting to sound like a dumbass piece of shit. You all have yourselves a good day. This is your host, Samurai Kit Kat, and you have yourself a wonderful day. Toodles!